So today I'm going to talk about confidence. Assuming you figured that out already from clicking on this video. Got a request on TikTok for me to make this video, so I was like, sure, why not? My goal is to not provide just like basic information, you know. I think there's a lot of other YouTube videos out there on how to be confident and like the actionable steps, but this is just like my personal steps that I took to being more confident, especially like in social dynamics and talking to girls and all that good stuff. I think I can provide a good viewpoint. I'll keep it nice and brief, just some stuff for you to think about. It'll be like 5-10 minute video, and we'll just kind of jump right into it. So I started working on my confidence about 2 years ago now, and I came into it with the mindset that I wasn't instantly going to become like confident, and it's like a process that I will continually work on, and I'm still not like perfect in every social circumstance, but I've improved a lot, and built up that dynamic that I've wanted to mold into myself for the past 2 years. So it's the mindset you want to have when going into this is that you are going to continually work on it. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm sure you knew that already, but it's a process that you continually work on and that you will progress to once you keep going. When I first started like working on my confidence and all that stuff is when I first downloaded that stupid app called Yubo. This was back in mid 2020, right? Downloaded that app, and I would just like constantly talk to a lot of girls on there, and that's how I got like practiced game, built confidence in myself that way. I would highly recommend not doing that though, but that's just what I ended up doing because that was like my mindset towards it. If you were like trying to work on yourself and you want to be more success focused, do not do that. I don't know an alternative, but that's just genuinely how I did it, and I just kept talking to a lot of people on there, and that's how I kind of like got comfortable in who I was and myself, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm getting pretty good at this, and that's kind of transferred over into more real life situations. But I found that the confidence from that and doing NoFap especially like just totally boosted myself forwards, and so I just kept practicing talking to people a lot because I wasn't really that social during COVID, and then I had that like initial breakup right after that, and that's why I started going there. It's a stupid decision. Don't do it. I'm not telling you to go on any dating apps or anything. Like, that's stupid. Please don't. But that's what I ended up doing, and I would just practice talking to people a lot. And then the next major thing that really helped me was being in food service. I worked at a fast food restaurant. I will keep it nameless in case I talk about it in the future. But that's where I would practice talking to people a lot because I would always be on the drive-through window handing out their food and their payment and stuff like that. So, you know, you kind of get really good at that. I've definitely mastered small talk now. I can say that confidently. But yeah, being confident is it's a process that you kind of push yourself through, and the situations that I've been in have been what's helped me out a lot, right? Like, it's the circumstances around me that's really helped me gain that confidence in being confident. But it's still something I'm working on. You know, there's always room to improve, and the main thing that I think about confidence is in social situations, and obviously there's a lot of other areas to be confident in, but that's the main thing, and that's where everyone wants to improve. So be in more social situations, you know, put yourself out there more, as like generic as that is. I recently finished up phase 3 of 75 Day Hard, and for those who don't know, one of the challenges you have to do for 30 days is talk to a new person every single day. It has to be a random stranger. And so I remember one of the specific days in particular, I was at the park, and there was an old lady walking around, and I went up to her and I asked her for like life advice. I would have never done that 2 years ago. Like, stuff like that really helps you get out of your shell, and asking people like really interesting questions. You know, don't ask the generic like, how's your day been? Because people are gonna give the generic response, it was good, right? Be more open to asking interesting questions, because you never know like the conversation you might have. Some of my favorite like conversation starters is, this one sounds basic, but actually it can unfold into a lot better conversation, is just when you ask someone, instead of how's your day been, be like, what are you up to today, right? Then they'll actually say, oh, I had a good day. They'll tell you like what they're actually up to, and then you get a little slice of that person's life. You can either relate to it or question them about it and be like, oh, that's really interesting, tell me about it. Like, you can get people's experiences that way. You know, if you're not working in food service and you're trying to work on building your confidence, I would say just go out. Next time you are ordering food at a restaurant, go talk to someone who's at the register. Be like, hey, what are you up to today? Like, ask them details about their day. especially if they just say they're at work or something. That person is a human, no matter how badly you want to see them as an NPC. They are real. So just talking to those people helps out a lot. So just be in more social situations. Stop playing video games at home because it's not going to help you in the long run. Be in more social situations, and that will be more, it'll lead to more confidence later on. I really enjoy talking to people now. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've learned a lot from humans just by talking to them. So yeah, the best way to grow your confidence, put yourself in social situations and ask interesting questions. The most boring questions are gonna get the most boring answers. It's as simple as that. So get out there and be like, oh, you see this flower? Like, my grandma used to punch children in front of the flower. I don't know. Say something interesting like that. People will be like, huh? And another thing is just treat people like your friends already. I found, I had this one coworker like about a year ago, and she would just talk to me like we were like good friends already. And it really, like, it worked out well because we're still friends. We talk every now and then. But yeah, it was just like talking to people like I'm friends with them already has helped a lot as well, because then they're like, oh, this person's really comfortable around me, I'm gonna be more comfortable with them. So that's my pro tip for being confident as well. But it's really simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to get down into like the specific details, like watch their eye contact, see how they're smiling, smile. But like, no, don't do any of that stuff. You're just making it weird. You're overcomplicating it. And just ask interesting questions and be in more social situations. It's really simple. It is as simple as that. And you're never going to be good at it when you start off. Like, it sucks in the beginning. Everything sucks when you start it. But if you just keep practicing it and you get better and better, you will get better and better. So yeah, be in more social situations and keep progressing forward. But yeah, today's a good day. Pushing towards some good goals, feeling good. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.